Good afternoon, everyone, and you're looking at is a cluster of clouds associated with tropical depression Zoraida. Good afternoon, this is our latest video update on the new tropical depression currently moving across central Philippines, and also a quick update on the situation in central Philippines still associated with Super Typhoon Haiyan. Today is Tuesday. Again, looking at the tropical depression moving across Visayas and Mindanao, and has actually been downgraded now by the Pag-asa to a low pressure area, but is still bringing in some widespread light to moderate rains across the region. You can see here still clouds moving into parts of Zamboanga Peninsula, parts of Negros and Cebu Islands, and also into eastern Visayas such as Samar, Leyte, and even parts of the Bicol region. Now we have received some light to moderate rain reports since this morning, and has actually hampered some relief efforts, especially across in Tacloban, where some planes can't actually land this morning. But it looks like the weather conditions there are slightly improving. The bulk of the heavy rains are now moving into Sulu Sea and again parts of Zamboanga Peninsula, Negros, and moving into Panay Islands as well. Now looking into the latest radar image courtesy of Pag-asa's Project NOAA, again you can see much of the heavy rains are concentrated to the south, into parts of Negros Occidental and Negros Oriental, Bohol. Looks like you're seeing some cloudy skies for now. There might be some scattered light rain showers. Tacloban City also seeing some cloudy skies and even some light to moderate rains that have been going on since this morning. More rains will continue through the next few hours, but again we expect the bulk of the heavy rains to move and push westward into the Sulu Sea later this evening. The circulation center of tropical depression Zoraida is actually moving into central Mindanao currently over the provinces of Bukidnon, Compostela Valley, and also near the city of Cagayan de Oro. Continue to see that circulation push westward, emerge over the Sulu Sea, could intensify a little bit tonight and into tomorrow morning, and then we'll cross the island of Palawan, bringing some rains in that region as well. And by Wednesday, again by tomorrow evening, Wednesday, we expect the circulation to eventually push out into the West Philippine Sea or the South China Sea, and could intensify into a tropical storm by that time. But again, by hopefully Wednesday evening into Thursday, we expect that system to eventually push west away from the Philippine area of responsibility, leaving good weather conditions to prevail across much of the Philippines, where again humanitarian crisis definitely going on right now across central Philippines. Death toll has now been increased to 1,776 people according to the latest report from the National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council. Over 30 countries have now pledged or even sent aid already, including the United States, Japan, United Kingdom, China, Canada, and Germany, already sending in teams to the Philippines to really help with the relief efforts. Even the United States is sending in their aircraft carrier USS George Washington, now steaming from Hong Kong, to step up relief efforts and reach more areas that have been impacted by Typhoon Haiyan. Now I know media have been concentrating on Tacloban City, a highly urbanized city with home to 220,000 people, mainly because that's where the only place they've been able to establish contact and basically broadcast from. But again, system made six landfalls that day into numerous parts of Visayas. Showing you this map of where the cities and towns impacted by Haiyan. Again, you have Tacloban, but you also have Ormoc City, where the eye actually passed directly that morning, and then also the island of Bantayan in northern Cebu, the cities of Rojas and Calibo, and the island of Panay, also the small island of Coron, and also Busuanga out here in northern Palawan, and not to mention the small islands and coastal communities that are dotting all these maps. We also have Dulag, the island of Homonhon, Biliran Island, and also parts of Iloilo province, and also northern Negros also receiving brunt and reporting dead people. Actually, deaths have been reported as far north as the provinces of Quezon and Batangas in southern Luzon. But hopefully once that system pushed through tropical depression Zoraida, we expect improving weather conditions, and in fact computer models are no longer forecasting any tropical cyclone activity for at least the next week or so over the region. So hopefully good weather conditions will prevail across much of central Philippines beginning tomorrow and onto the next few days, evidently helping with the relief efforts out in this region. I know you've been bombarded by images and clips of Super Typhoon Haiyan in its impacts across the Philippines, but if you want to see on-the-ground footage, we have our very own James Reynolds at westernpacificweather.com. He was in the city of Tacloban the day Super Typhoon Haiyan hit and was able to document its approach and landfall and its immediate impacts across the city of Tacloban. Again, you can see videos out here and even some fires raging during the height of the typhoon. So again, a very, very disastrous impacts there by that typhoon. And also at westernpacificweather.com still having some links to the images and videos shared by our viewers. And also we have left a link for the Philippine National Red Cross for your donations. Again, we really need your help out here. 4 million people directly impacted by the system and 600,000 already losing homes because of that typhoon. So every little bit helps. And again, if you can spare any donation, please do so. But that is the update for today. Continue to please keep updated and post it on our webpage, westernpacificweather.com. Again, if you want to share your images or videos of the typhoon, you can also leave there, and also at our Facebook page, which we have a link down below. Stay safe, guys. Have a good night, and I'll see you in the next update.